Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Wherever you are in your day, I hope you're feeling loved and blessed. And that means doing it for you. You can't wait for nobody to show you love and blessings. You got to do it on your own. And I'll tell you what, people have the wrong idea about what a blessing is. A blessing ain't a blessing unless they're a blessing ain't a blessing unless you're passing it on. That's a blessing. To say, I got here. That's what a blessing is. When we say, I got this, what a blessing. No, that's not a blessing. I mean, it is in a sense, but that's not a true blessing. When people say, blessing, blessing, I'm loving blessings. Blessings is, but you have to love yourself and bless yourself to make yourself feel good on the inside, right? On the inside. This is me au naturel. And I was just talking about this with my daughter today. I prefer au naturel. Okay. There was a time I didn't leave the house without makeup, color coordinated, shoes matched the color, the shirt, all of that. Did not hairspray, do the hair. And even when I had some times where I was a little goofy. I still, you know what I'm saying? Not now. Take me as I am. Au natural, right? Let's get into it. Today's February 23rd, 2026. It's Monday, represented by the moon out of the tarot deck, right? And the high priestess. Okay, the high priestess from the tarot, which represents the moon, intuition, your subconscious, your deep emotions, mystery, and inner knowing. Okay. Do I have everything memorized? No. When I look at it, do I get a different perspective? Yes, because sometimes the question doesn't match the message, and the message doesn't match the question, and sometimes interpretation is above the representation. So let's talk about it. Space, out the outer space, has no up and no down. There is no up and there is no down, right? Okay. So with this, with that in mind, your view of the moon from the other side of the world is not the same. In Australia, it's viewed upside down. From the USA, we're in the USA. I'm in the US, United Chaos of Tyrants. Okay, United Chaos of Rapists. Right. Okay. But if you're in Australia, their view of the moon is upside down. Okay, so the upside down moon, right? Okay, so but with that, there's a message. Okay, there's a universal cosmic message in there. Okay, be it's viewed upside down because you're on the opposite side of the spherical planet, right? Okay, so the message there is different perspective, right? Okay, the moon hasn't changed, only your point of view. Okay, that's a beautiful reminder, right? Okay, that sometimes the universe being not just the universe, but you, because you are a part of the universe, right? Your mind, your thoughts, your emotions, whatever it is, the situation looks different, not because reality changed, but because you did, right? Okay, so the tarot spread I have is a Monday moon spread. My neurodivergent ass loves to match things, right? That's what I do. Okay, this is supposed to help you align your week with the lunar energies, right? Focusing on emotional undertones, lunar energies, mhm, intuitive guidance, all right? It highlights the current week's vibe and embraces your challenges and it, most importantly, what to release and embrace for personal growth. Okay, so we'll go over the 7 cards. Card one is your current energy, the vibe. Okay, the overall emotional atmosphere for the week. You got to set up for yourself. You got to set your boundaries. Card two, what to release? The moon phase, the shadow. What fears or habits are holding you back? Card three, upcoming challenge. A test or obstacle to prepare for. Okay. Card four, the hidden opportunity. A blessing or something you might miss if not paying attention. I forgot I was going to go live on TikTok because I can do that now. As I was going to do the reading live. Okay, it's live, so let's keep going. Um, like I said, card four is your hidden opportunity, a blessing, or something you might miss if not paying attention. Yeah, I think they can see. I think they can see cards. I gotta get one of those things. Oh well. So I want to start going live on the TikTok since I can do that. I can't go live on YouTube yet. We'll get there, but I can at least go live on TikTok and hopefully gain more um, views. You know, we'll see. It's live. I don't see anybody. I don't have a lot of. This is all new. I'm not putting that in there. That was two cards. Okay, we haven't even finished. Let's finish this. I'm not gonna focus on this. Okay. Focus on the tarot. Okay, let's keep going, people. Card five, guiding wisdom. This is the intuition. What to remember or listen to. Oop-de-doo. All right. Card six is the action step, the path, a practical step to take guided by your inner voice. Right. Card seven is the potential, where this energy is likely leading you. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and take it down to the cards as we do. And then I'm going to cut the deck like we cut in the check and the negativity and the negative people from our lives, right? 1, 2, 3. Knock, knock. Sassy's here. All right. All right. Card one, the current energy, the vibe, the overall emotional atmosphere for the week. Please tell me. Okay, beautiful thing. I don't know if anybody's watching there. Page of Wands. Page of Wands, card one, current energy. This is the step, the beginning, that enthusiasm, that youthfulness, right? That youthful energy, right? That youthful passion, because Wands represents passion, activities, and projects. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. The vibe is overall, right? That enthusiastic energy, that enthusiastic passion and fire. Okay. All right. Current energy vibe, passion and enthusiasm, the youthfulness, right? We want to feel enthusiastic about things. All right. That makes us feel good. Okay. All right. Card two, what to release, right? This is the moon phase, the shadow, right? What is the the dark side of the moon, right? Because right, we said in the beginning, the moon, no matter where you're from, where you're at on the planet, on the earth, you have a different view of the moon. Moon representing conscious, subconscious, and illusions, right? Out of the tarot. So sometimes we have to remember to look at a perspective from a different view. You have a problem, you got to look at it from a different view, right? Different view. Upside down, turn it upside down, turn it right side out. Okay. All right. So card two. What's your okay? Yeah. Whew. What's release? What's release? Moonface shadow. What fears or habits are holding you back? Hmm. Some conflict, instability, and uncertainty within your pentacles is physical things, resources in the body. So within yourself, there's some mourning, right? Look at that challenge. Look at that challenge sitting there in mourning, right? Oh, what to release? That shadow, that dark shadow within that conflict, that instability that you have within yourself, right? That's holding you back because you're constantly sitting there in that state of turmoil again, right? Message received, message not received, message we continue to receive until the message is received, right? So release that shadow, release that energy, right? That moon phase, that state of conflict and instability. Get rid of it as it drains you, right? All right. Sarai, you can see those right there. I gotta get a thing so they can see them from here. We're working on it. Okay. We're trying. This is new to me, right? And no filters. I said in the beginning of my au natural. They don't like it. Bounce. I'm not gonna clog my pores with all that makeup, you know. I don't mind wearing it once in a while. Let's keep going. Start chatterboxing. Upcoming challenge, a test or obstacle. Let's jump over it. We're going to be prepared for it. Why? Because we're doing this right now. Yeah, that morning. Hello, can you please have some compassion for yourself? Look at that. Where you flying to? Three. Three is about creativity, birth, and growth. So you have to let yourself learn how to process that grief because we're here. We're grieving right here. We're grieving too much right here, right? There's too much grief. And you have to learn how to show that and communicate it, right? Build that path to let you heal. Build that path to let you heal. We always want to hold ourselves back from the healing. I do it too. I do it too. Okay. Card four, hidden opportunity. A hidden opportunity. Let's pull it out, right? A blessing or something you might miss if not paying attention. Pay attention, right? Because you're in this grief zone, right? But let's not forget the vibe already. You're enthusiastic about healing, about changing, so that's a good thing. All right, hidden opportunity, a blessing, or something you might miss if not paying attention. Knights to the rescue. Isn't it funny? We got back from wands and wands representing physical things. Excuse me, passion, activities, and projects. The fire, right? We had the fire right here, that passion right here. The passion is there within you, even though you have that mourning within inside of you. You still have the ability, right? Because that knights, I call this knights to the rescue. That's what I call this. This is what I think it is, you know. So don't miss that blessing. You can save yourself, right? You can do that. Okay. Okie dokie. Five, guiding wisdom, intuition, what to remember or listen to. We're still eight of wands. Eight represents that movement, that power, and that progress, right? And again, wands, passion, activities, projects, right? That desire and passion that's getting you through this gook right here, right? Your guiding wisdom and intuition is your passion, is your fire. Listen to that. Listen to that. And that'll help swallow up all this, clear that out. that fatigue, that mental and physical anguish that you put yourself through. All right, card 6. This is the action step, the path, the practical step to take, guided by your inner voice. The tower, woohoo, tower is about a sudden upheaval and change. Bring it down. Burn that fire. Burn that building. Let it all go. That's your action. That's your inner voice. Your guided inner voice is telling you, burn it, let it go, right? This is also represented by Mars and Aries. So if this is for Aries, could be not. But your action step, burn it down, remember? Because remember I said that fire and passion is right there amongst, underneath all that grief. The Knights to the rescue. You can rescue yourself, right? Balance everything out. Power and progress and movement. Burn it down. Burn it down. Okay. Card 7 is the potential. Where this energy is likely leading you. And it can only be, let's hope good things. Because you're going to get rid of this. You're going to take this night. Bam. The potential of balancing and new beginnings and that balance of your emotions. That's what comes represents is your emotions. So get a hold of these emotions. These are the emotions that are out of control. That mourning, that grief. You have to get a hold of those emotions. You have to. Because like I said, that tower, that building, that's your mind, right? That's what that's representing in this spread. Gotta burn it down. Not it's figuratively. I mean, unless I'm like, okay. So yeah, the potential is there. That new potential, that new beginning. That's exactly what this card represents. Is potential. So the potential is potential. Ah, ah. I like it. I love it when it's simple and quick and it gets right to it and it tells you, please let that heart heal. Please let that heart heal. That trauma, that desire, that where's that desire? It's right here. It's right here. Okay? So burn it down. Burn it down. Let it go and let your heart heal. Thank you for coming through, you guys. This was my first time going live. I can't tell. I think I see one. I don't know. But thank you for coming through. Please come again. I'm going to start doing this more often. I can't go live on YouTube yet, but that's my goal. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. Please leave me a likes and comments. It helps with the algorithm. And I'm not new to tarot. I'm new to the internet. I spent 25 years in healthcare as a nurse. If you go into cardiac arrest, I got you. But I got to learn this computer stuff. But like I said, I'm not new to tarot. I'm new to the internet. So please bear with me. Thank you very much. I'm done. Have a good night, y'all. Don't forget to heal.